I mean, someone liked my tweet where I said cats over people.
Hmm.
So that was cool. Oh shit, let me just turn my volume up. Or down. Not up, down. Hey everybody, welcome to the Random Stream Podcast with your host, Not a Vampire.
We do want to check the sound levels.
How about introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tarbuck Ransom, fast-talking craftsman and indestructible super god. Your level 3 overseer, the firebrand with inner peace, and clout chaser eternal.
Yeah, it's highly unusual for you to not take a moment to, suck your own dick.
Yeah, I like doing my intro.
Yeah, so why didn't you do it when I set you up for it? You fool.
I was focused on Hades because I've been very focused on Hades lately.
Yeah, well, let us know how the sound is. By the way, hello, the 4 people who have joined us. This is a random stream, So, we've missed the past couple streams, our YouTube stream and our watch-along stream for various reasons. And I ended up getting home early from my day job, and I just looked at the time. It's like, it's 7 o'clock. This is when I usually stream. What if we just stream? And Tarbuck's like, cool, I want to just play Hades, forever. So I was like, all right, I'll just sit here and watch you play Hades. I don't know anything about this game.
Everyone is sexy, except this guy.
Why is he not sexy? Well, he's sexy
He's
to
a
someone.
skeleton. Yeah, but he's not like a hot skeleton.
Have you ever read Lindsay Ellis's book?
I have not.
Yeah, and that is your downfall. I did finish Lindsay Ellis's book. It's interesting. I think I like it. It's interesting. It's not quite like... It does have a bit of that paradigm that you usually see in Alien, trying to cover up CIA, that kind of thing, where it's CIA aren't necessarily the good guys, but it's I think it does in an interesting way where it's the humans are kind of just flailing, and it's really just the aliens are doing their own thing on our planet because fuck humans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it showing is the stream everything live? Yeah. There's live chat, but you're not seeing it.
Why is it not showing me? Hold on, let me sort this out. Okay, I apparently had to switch from top chat to live chat, because, wow, cool. Blake, they, them, hello. They say hi. Gibson says, volume levels sound fine to me. Cool. And hello, Gibson. Blake says, audio sounds good. Treasure Mage, hello. Hi, Tarbuck and Vamp. I'm surprised. I hope so. That's the plan. Even though I didn't come up with it until I got home just now. Gibson says, define hot skeleton.
Yeah.
What makes a hot skeleton?
Talk about that.
I don't know. What makes a hot skeleton? You seem to have an idea of what makes a skeleton hot or not.
I know what makes a skeleton not hot, and it being a skeleton. I guess what they're wearing, maybe?
I don't think...
the way that they're drawn?
I think it's a little bit the way that they're drawn, and then how they're characterized. How they're moved and stuff. They move and stuff.
I can show you a not hot skeleton in a bit.
Well, apparently we just saw one.
So but we didn't get to talk to him because I already talked to him.
Oh.
I am going for keys first.
Treasure Mage says, yeah, now that y'all mention it, I too am wondering how necrophiles tell hot skeletons from not hot skeletons. I'm gonna butcher your name, but I'm gonna try. Sakib, something like that. Alam says hello, and I say hello too. I'm sorry I butchered your name.
If I had to guess, it would be Sakib. Oh, do you want to finally see Chaos?
What do you mean see Chaos? Oh, guess who woke up?
Hey, Scooter the cat is awake.
Yep. Blake says, my name on YouTube used to be Twilight Moon. Oh, okay, cool. I changed it to my name and pronouns. Okay.
Right on.
All right. I was gonna say I don't know Blake. They, them. Cool.
This is Blake.
Of course it is. Treasure Mate says maybe if it has long bones and good teeth.
All right. So I'm gonna give Chaos some nectar. So for starters, Zagreus.
Okay.
Zagreus right here.
Yeah.
Is hot. You're playing as a hot person.
Okay.
And then I guess you could say that like Chaos is also not hot because
No, Chaos
you know,
is hot.
I mean,
Chaos has good symmetrical face structure.
good bone structure and all that stuff. And they have a really awesome beyond voice. Oh man, I love Chaos so much.
Gibson says, no, Treasure Mage, that's just an indicator that they drink a lot of milk.
You cannot stand on my controller.
Well, she can't stand on my lap because I'm trying to eat. Well, I guess I can move the mouse and mouse pad.
Oh, that's a mouse right there. Okay.
Here, let me yeet it.
I didn't expect that the mouse would actually like show up.
Okay, it is yeeted. And it's gone. Okay, yep. That's just an indicator that the skeleton drank a lot of milk. Agreed. Sakib, something. I'm gonna say Sakib. Please let me know if I'm saying it wrong. A good overall bodily structure when not in motion and a clean movement cycle when in motion, not counting sentience. Yeah, because I think you can be hot without sentience. Let's see. Chaos is hot. Jax X says, Henlo. I'm sure you said you meant to say hello, but I like Henlo a little more. Skip says it is fine. Okay, I hate mispronouncing people's names, and so I typically just don't, but, you know, when you run a YouTube channel where you do live streams, you might have to be somewhat communicative, social. That's the word I was trying to find. I'm not even drunk yet, and I don't know how to talk. That's where I am in life.
So I didn't read the trade terribly well.
Me neither.
I totally thought that the trade that I was making was take extra damage when you attack. No, it is every time you hit the attack button, you take 4 damage.
Oh, shit.
So I'm at 1 health.
Huh. That sounds like a terrible trade. Why'd you do it?
Because you get a significant bonus health when you, like, if you survive.
Oh.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive the night.
But this is a roguelike. The game is about dying.
Thank you for not attempting to pronounce my last name this time. I know it's a lot. Yeah, I looked at, and it's like, I know, like, you did say how to pronounce it. I don't remember it, so I'm not gonna even bother. Like. All
right, I already used my bonus item. My extra life has been spent.
Oop. Oh, and that was Gibson who said that. Skip says, it's alright, you are doing enough considering how I'm responding. Okay, just making sure. I'm trying to be conscious of these things. I gotta say, when I used to work in hotels, I felt like such a boss knowing how to pronounce, like, Japanese and East Asian names. And then watching my coworkers be all like, what's, hello, Mr. Takeshi. And it's like, well, yeah. That's Poseidon?
Yep.
I guess everyone is hot in this game.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, for this one, I just need the health.
What are you trading him?
Only Chaos gives trades. Everybody else just gives you stuff.
Oh. Okay. Why do they give you stuff, though?
Because you're trying to escape from hell. Because you're mad at your dad sucks. And you were told that Nyx, the Titan of Night, was your mother. And your mother is actually Persephone. A name you have never heard before.
Wait, he's never heard it before, or me?
No, Zagreus has never heard
Okay.
the name Persephone before.
Oh, is his dad Hades?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought his dad is Zeus. Why isn't he in hell? Okay, cool. term Greek gods has to come from somewhere. I no longer know what that's about. Gibson...
Oh, because of how hot they are.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Gibson says, "Oh, Vamp, your screen name reminds me. I'm throwing the watch party soon for that vampire musical I like so much, since I keep talking about it and realize few people know well. Do y'all want in? When is it? I'd be curious to, check it out. I've been getting into, like, no secret to anyone, but I've been getting into vampires lately to the point where I'm writing, like, a short story about a vampire who may or may not be just a little bit of me as a vampire. You know, not naming names. I think, one issue with this game, I think, is that you're getting too engrossed into it, like, to where you're not really talking.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. There was definitely places where I had to concentrate.
Yeah, and, like, part of the reason why, I choose the games I do is because I want non-thinky games, so then we can just keep talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
And especially, the thing that I like best about streams, or the thing that I think makes streams best is us bouncing off each other and having conversations. Because I have tried to run streams on my own before, and it really sucks. I don't like it. I really need some sort of
person to bounce off of.
Yeah, and constant energy to bounce off of. Because I am typically low energy, and I can't really carry a conversation myself. I mean, unless it's... No, even if it's about something that I am really interested in, because I do very much read the other person and see, like, do they seem interested in it? No? Then I'm gonna not. Let's see. Don't have firm date yet. I'm trying to gather an audience. Okay, well, Gibson just let me know when it might be. I guess earlier in the day on Fridays are usually okay, but it's really hard to stay with my schedule because it also changes a lot. So I will try to be around if I can. Treasure Mage says, kind of curious if Hephaestus will be hot. Hephaestus will be hot.
I don't think we see Hephaestus.
Oh, really? Who's Hephaestus?
Aphrodite's husband, god of the forge.
Oh, the god no one cares about.
Yep. Yeah, the only fire god that we care about is Zagreus, which is the guy we're playing as.
God of the Forge, so the only god you care about.
Well, that's not true necessarily. Like, fucking Chaos is really cool.
Okay.
Thanatos is really cool. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up a conversation and play the game well enough to be able to get to Thanatos, but he's awesome.
I thought Thanos wasn't a Greek god.
He is like Thanos. The character is named after Thanatos, the Greek god.
See, I was just being mean. I had no idea they actually had a connection. Let's see. Don't have firm date or oh no. Gibson says, "Tell you what, when I get an approximate date, I'll throw it in the Discord." Yeah, I will allow it. I typically don't want self-promotion, but yeah, I do want to know about this. Yeah. Did you know that Hades and Persephone has, like, the most healthy relationship out of all the Greek gods?
Because Hades is the only Greek god who doesn't rape people.
He did do a little bit of kidnapping, and then the pomegranate thing was bullshit.
The pomegranate thing was bullshit, but he was the least rapey of all the Greek gods.
He was!
Other than Artemis.
Yeah, like Hades and Persephone, once they get together, like, they're each other's ride or die. They're, like, together for life. Whereas this bitch Zeus, that we keep, hearing all great things about because, he's the closest thing to a sort of god stand-in because, most people can only see the world in terms of Christianity. This guy rapes people, sleeps around on Hera, and then if the woman is lucky, she'll bear a demigod. If she's not lucky, Hera's just gonna kill her. I mean, it's obviously her fault that Zeus slept with her.
I'm really broken up about the fact that I don't have enough money to buy this thing because one of the things that you can get is if you dodge, you heal. Yeah. So, did you ever know what Hera is the goddess of?
I've heard it a couple times, but I never really fully knew.
Okay. I always heard her called the Queen of the Gods in the way that Zeus is called the King of the Gods.
Yeah.
But Zeus's domains are like lightning and the sky, which he took over from Uranus. Mm-hmm. And Hera is the goddess of family. So the fact
acts like it.
The fact that Zeus cheats on her fucking constantly, and the Romans and Greeks both kind of characterized her as a bit of a like naggy bitch.
Yeah.
It like really tells you a lot about how they thought of family. Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's something that I've been thinking about lately in the media that I consume. Like, that sort of stereotype, like, how, like, media treats women. And Evita, a musical whose score I adore, it just slut-shames Evita the whole time. Like, oh, you only got into power because you slept your way up to it. And it's like, what... Why do you have to keep bringing that up? Why is that her main trait? It just feels like especially considering how like Evita doesn't really truly capture who Evita was and the people around her. Like it just seems more like it's more interested in telling the tale of a woman who slept her way to the top and then did not deserve it. Like she didn't deserve it because she ended up with a man who destroyed Argentina, like, in a way, and also, like, was bad at her job. She just threw money at everything. And it's like, I don't know how true that is, but there's a lot more to it than, like, that. It just feels like this was written by men, for men. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. You were going to talk about how you hate men.
Give me a second before I get canceled. We gotta get caught up on the chat. Treasure Mage says his most famous story is probably the one where Aphrodite cheats on him with Ares. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Hephaestus is the god of being a cuck also.
I love it. We need a god for that, definitely. That's beautiful.
I'm kidding with that one, but there's definitely a lot of people who do think that.
Think what?
That Hephaestus is the god of being a cuck.
Oh, I see. Then what is he really the god of?
Fire in the forge.
Oh. And being the cuck, even though you just said not. Or even though you just said... I literally forgot that he was the god of the fire in the forge, even though you just told me a little while ago. Jack says, I really want a iPod video for some reason. What's that even?
Is that a thing?
I don't know. iPods don't exist anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
I think they've been kind of left behind because everything else can be an iPod instead. Like, we don't need a specific gadget for music anymore. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Gibson says, and the kidnapping story has some rapiness, depending on which version you hear. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to take this one?
Yeah, like, a lot of my information comes from Overly Sarcastic Productions because they just released a video about it. But apparently, a lot of the rapiness really comes from people importing the stereotype and character of Satan onto Hades because, again, apparently Christians can only see things in terms of Christianity. Mm-hmm. So if Hades is the god of the underworld, which is kind of hell, then it must literally be hell, and Hades must be the god of everything bad. And so he gets the worst characterization of all the gods, even though he does the least bad of all of them. Mm-hmm. And so, like, a lot of the rapiness and like badness of Hades often gets portrayed by people who want to see him and justify him as being a stand-in for Satan. I mean, in the original tale, Zeus ordered the kidnapping of Persephone, his own daughter. Mm-hmm. Like, that's really fucked up.
I just need to call out that this game is awesome because you can pet the dog.
Yeah, that's adorable. Oh my god, Cerberus is adorable in this game. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. They make me into a dog person. I'm not a dog person. Keep says, considering how some gods are projections, it says something about the Greek forge. It says something about how the Greek forge god looks the way he does from child abuse, when the Japanese one was glorified as creator god.
Oh, yeah. So another thing about Hephaestus is that he is famous for being, like, crippled.
Oh?
He got, like, thrown into a bramble bush, and it, like... The word in the text from what I'm used to is made him lame, but he's basically rendered disfigured and possibly disabled by child abuse fuckery.
Oh. Cool. We hate it.
In other news, look at this Achilles right here. They even made him blonde correctly.
He's not for me.
You got to hear his voice. I'm tempted to turn it up, even though that would give us double audio. Chat, confirm that he has a great voice.
Okay. Treasure Maid says, is it a rapey kidnapping story or a romantic eloping one? So technically, the story of Hades, as it originally is told, as far as we know, is that Zeus is like, hey, Hades, you need a queen. Take my fucking daughter. And Hades is like, okay. And so he goes kidnap Persephone, and Persephone's actually happy with him, and he's happy with Persephone. That's all good and well. But Demeter, her mom, who kind of controls like the harvest and like everything that gives life to the earth, is like,
no more plants.
Yeah, no more plants, because I am depressed because my daughter was kidnapped from me by the man who sired her, or by the order of the man who sired her. And so she basically kills everything, and then Zeus or someone pleads to Hades like, hey, maybe can you like let Persephone come home, because the earth is dying. And Hades is like, okay, Persephone, you could go home, but first eat some pomegranates, which apparently makes it so Persephone has to come back to hell like every 6 months for reason.
Yeah, if you eat food from the land of the dead, you are bound to it forever.
Yeah. And so that's why we have the seasons, because it's Demeter getting depressed of that Persephone's gone and then being happy that she's back.
Mm-hmm.
Sakib says, who just so happens to look like an old smith with accents commonly found in the forge. Oh, accidents commonly found in the forge. Yeah. Marriage, okay, that was responding to someone else, I think. Gibson says, depends on who tells it. Sakib says, look up Addis in Sabile?
Let me see. All right, so I can see how it would be pronounced in Greek, but like how
is it supposed to be pronounced?
How do you pronounce it in the like Latinized version of Greek that we all grew up with because of British people?
How is it supposed to be? Because you've heard me try to say it.
All right, if you're reading it the way that it's probably supposed to be pronounced, it's probably Kubela, because the Y it's a Y to look like an upsilon, which is the Greek letter for oo. Upsilon starts with an upsilon. Omicron starts with an omicron. Omega starts with an omega, etc. Like they're all like that.
I have no idea what you're saying
The
now.
names of the letters have the sound that they make in them. So Omicron, not Omicron. Omega, not Omega.
Gotcha.
Upsilon, not Upsilon.
Okay.
Iota, not Iota.
Okay, but what is that now? What is the thing that Sakib mentioned?
Let's see. I don't know, man.
Okay. That went nowhere.
That's out of my range.
That's above my pay grade. Alright, Gibson says, iPods absolutely do exist. They charge an arm and a leg for them, like, they think it's gonna make a vinyl-sized comeback. Source, I'm looking for a new MP3 player at present. Leave me alone. I can understand that. One of my favorite devices I've ever had was my iPod Touch. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it died a quick, wet death.
Oof.
I was really broken up to lose it, too, because I was just walking around the streets of Chicago. It was raining a little bit, but I had it in my coat pocket, like on the inside of my coat pocket. Like, inside coat pocket, that's what I'm saying. And I was walking around, I'm going to this Halloween store I've been meaning to go to, and, it's fine. It's not really raining hard. It's fine. It's fine. And then I get on the train to go home, and it's fucking dead. Dead for good.
Dead due to rain.
Yeah. I hated that I lost it because I lost poems when I lost that. Like, I had poems on there that I just can't get back now. It's really depressing. Okay, I am getting really pissed off because shit, I just lost the chat. Hold on. My chat just keeps switching back to top chat, and I don't know why. Okay.
Do you want me to grab my tablet? Because if you follow along that way, then it never switches back to top chat.
Well, it's okay, because, like, okay, people haven't really been talking anyways, so I didn't really miss anything. C-Bill, the last nano, I don't know what that means. Jax X says, I assume that they're going to say something. So I guess I better talk about why I hate men.
Yeah.
Better take a swig before that. Well, it's not really that I hate men. I just hate, like, I hate the knee-jerk reaction a lot of men have, especially, like, to a lot of things, especially women-related topics. Like, I follow quite a couple of, like, women-related subreddits, and anytime someone, like, a woman posts a, like, complaint about a woman experience they have where, like, a man is being an asshole, that, it's a common woman experience, everyone's had it, just like how every woman's been catcalled, and, told to smile, because that's apparently what women have to do for men. Like, anytime a woman complains about such a thing, there's a ton of men just being all like, well, you think you have bad, well, men have to go through this. Like, this isn't that bad, and just, like, they act like they're trying to call attention to sexism, like, well, you should, like, be working for equality and talking about men's issues in this women space, when it's like, you only care about men's issues when it's to negate what a woman is saying. You're not out on the front lines looking to improve paternity leave, and not just improve paternity leave, but make it actually exist.
Get it in the first place. Yeah.
You're not out there trying to improve custody for men, or the societal expectation that if a man is with a child on a playground, he's got to be a pedophile or looking to kidnap the kid. Like, they're not looking to actually make things better for men. They're just there to get the woman to shut up about experiences that that she's experiencing.
But what about men is the all lives matter of gender relations.
Oh, exactly. And I fucking hate it. Because, oh, well, if you can't, stand up for men, then you must be sexist.
Like, why are you not talking about men right now?
Because it's a subreddit focused on women's issues. Go to, like, a XY chromosome to talk about men's issues, okay? Mm-hmm. Why does every space have to be about men? And You better not bring women into a man's space. Oh God, no. That would be horrible. Don't put women in my video games. But be damned if you can't talk about men in a women's space. And this isn't just about men and women. This is basically goes for any societal minority or marginalized group. You can't put diversity.
It's not men and women. It is men and non-men.
Yeah, men and everyone else. Specifically white men and everyone else. It's so fucking frustrating. I just think of, like, Gamergate and, worse Gamergate when, people were freaking out about, what do you call it? There being the option to play as a woman in Grand Theft Auto. And then having the option to and then having to play as a woman character in a very, I can't remember what the game was, but a very popular AAA game.
It was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one you're thinking of.
Oh, I have to play as a woman, but I can't relate to that. And it's like, bitch, please. Women have been playing as men for, decades.
For as long as there have been games.
Yeah, for as long as there have been games, like, women and trans people, and, like, a non,
non-men?
Non-men, trans people, whatever. Anyone who's not a man, they've had to play as men for as long as games have existed. You can't just suddenly complain that this is a thing because it's affecting you.
Alright, minor aside of, this has nothing to do with anything. I just want to point out that it's cool. The narrator is a canon character that Zagreus can hear and responds to all the time. Like, this is a letter from Persephone. It's just like, I don't want to be here anymore. This place sucks.
Oh.
And then, thus did the prince of the underworld, Zagreus, absorb...
Written in his brother's hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The narrator's talking. I didn't want to, say the same thing as because the chat can hear the narrator more clearly than we can.
Mm.
But watch this. See?
I see.
So it was revealed by the narrator in this way.
Cool. I like that. It's just like, oh, thanks, narrator. Why couldn't you fucking tell me?
Yeah, and then,
the prince thus did discover. I love it. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me, figure out, okay, Gibson says, Sakiva's saying C-bill for, the C-Y-B-E-L-E. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's clear that up. Treasure Mage says, oh, you have a problem as a woman? Well, let me tell you how I relate to that as a man. Life is a competition. We must win. Exactly. Oh, my God.
Life is a competition. Between men and women are the ball.
Yes. I think my favorite line that Mask wrote for Love Never Dies, which also came from Anita Sarkeesian, was that in the game of the patriarchy, women aren't the opposing team, they're the ball.
Yeah.
I keep coming back to that line, and it's so true.
I mean, it stuck with me well enough that I forgot where it came from.
Oh, really? See, I only know because I rewatched my videos. Because they are maybe genuinely good. Jury's still out, but... Okay, Starfell Open says hi. Hello. Jack says, if you open the iPod, the storage could be available if you sell the iPod and could have been prop the ICD lol. I wasn't thinking about that. What if I take it to an Apple place and see if they can do something about it? I might try it. It's been a couple years now, so it's probably not retrievable. But
they may not have the equipment for it anymore.
Yeah, but I could always, one day I might want to try it.
And even if they did have the equipment, they would probably charge you like crazy.
Yeah. Gibson says, first mistake is being on Reddit. That place is still kind of incel central, isn't it? It really depends. Bit. Yeah, it really depends on which subreddit you are, but yeah, kind of. You can see that from any post that has made it to the front page of Reddit. Be damned, especially if you're a woman who made it to the front page. Skelly's cute.
Yeah, but he's not hot. Every other character in the game is hot.
He's not necessarily hot, but I'm sure he's for someone. Okay, Daxx says, either way, I'm sorry for your loss. It's okay. It's been like like over 5 years at this point, so I've kind of made peace with it. Keep says, I see it a closed monoplace. Yeah, like Reddit can be kind of a circle jerk. Like, there's definitely worse subreddits for that, but Reddit as a whole kind of does have a certain mindset to it. Cypher Opal says, I mean, I know you don't mean it this way, but I cringe when I hear things like chromosomes being brought up in this discussion like this. I only brought it up because, like,
it's the name of the subreddit for men.
No. The subreddit for women is literally
2X chromosomes.
Yeah, 2X chromosomes, and that's why I was thinking, like, as an opposition, like, if men want to talk about men thing, then find a subreddit, like, and maybe name it XY chromosomes, like
that already exists. Yes.
I did not know that exists. But yeah, like go somewhere like that instead of trying to, like, bring up men's stuff as a counterpoint in a subreddit meant for women's issues, or yeah. And I will say 2X chromosomes, even though it does bring up chromosomes, they are very welcoming to trans women and, like, AFAB women as well. It's basically like the stereotypical women experience that they're looking for. Like, that they are there to discuss and also, like, rant about and relate to about. Gibson says, I think, though, that Vampir's referencing the name of a specific subreddit devoted to guy stuff. Yeah, kind of. Not bringing up this. Starfell Opal says, I hate Reddit. I don't use Reddit. I ignore Reddit posters. Block, downvote, unsubscribe. Oh, oof. I use Reddit for quite a few things. That's mainly where I get my news. It is also where I read stories related to my current day job and my past day job and other day jobs. And just, like, I guess hear other perspectives a little bit. I don't, of course, like, go on the Donald. Why would I?
You can't anymore. It's gone.
Yeah, even when I could, I wouldn't. But yeah, I go on there, like, to, like, just read the top page of the subreddits I follow and call it good. I also mainly go on there for cats. Like, God, most of my cat pictures I save come from there. It's great. Treasure Mage says, well, I'm actually turned off from the Assassin's Creed games by how few women they've had. They're like 30 games now, and what does AFAIK mean again? As far as I know. Okay. I figured it out as soon as I said it. There's only one where you can play as a woman sometimes. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm not saying Assassin's Creed good, like, who are Ubisoft?
Ubisoft is perpetually terrible.
Yeah, especially they house and
Ubisoft rapes people.
Yeah, Ubisoft rapes people and defends rapists, but Assassin's Creed is not good, but it's also, like, it's still an example of men getting pissed off about having to play as a woman sometimes. Let's see. I mean, those subreddits are still cringe. I don't remember which one we were talking about. It might have been the 2X chromosomes. Really, 2X chromosomes isn't cringe. I wouldn't say that. I don't know anything about XY chromosome or whatever it's called, but 2X chromosomes, no, I wouldn't call it cringe.
Carte blanche dismissal of something is just easier than having to have a, like, more thought out opinion that relies on the details of the thing.
When you name something based off of sex chromosomes in the discussion of gender, two different things, inherently attracts TERFs. I can see that, but that's not the culture of 2X chromosomes at all.
Yeah, the mod staff does, like, they will ban you if you're a TERF.
Yeah, they ban you if you're a TERF, and they ban you if
you're true scum.
Yeah, they do not put up with that. Like, the sense I get from them and the subreddit in general is that it's called that, like, out of accidental transphobia.
Well, because the subreddit is older than trans discourse.
Exactly. Like, that's why I say it's accidental, because it's like they weren't even thinking about it when it was made.
And there aren't options on Reddit to change that stuff.
Yeah, and you don't want to have to, like, rebuild an entire community and hope that everyone follows you. Let's see. Sakib says, I use Reddit for the information. Discord is more welcoming to discussion, and 4chan is better for debate and content finding.
4chan is not good for debate. Like, this is an old 4chan truism that your carefully worded arguments are falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, I generally don't like the chans. Like, I'm sure, like, I haven't fully experienced it, but what little I have, it just doesn't seem like for me.
The premise is not for you.
Yeah. I guess I like things to be a little more hugboxy than chans seem to be.
Generally, in a space where anything is allowed, only the worst things will be truly allowed, because like they'll just be anybody who wants acceptance will be shouted down by the people that don't.
Yeah, and I don't really like that sort of dynamic. Especially in a world where, like, you know, people think acceptance bad in general. Like, we're not there to really question the nuances of what's acceptable and what's not, because it's really like you have to fight to even get an ounce.
Now, something that I definitely love Reddit for, and even though I don't really use Reddit anymore, I still come back to Reddit for this purpose, is getting an answer to a question. If you have a question and you Google the question and with the word Reddit, you will get like some of the best, like, peer-reviewed answers that you can possibly get. It's like Stack Exchange, but for the entire world.
Yeah. Okay. Sakib says, I was turned off due to the volume of the games, to be honest. Volume of the Assassin's Creed games? I think we might have moved on from what that might mean. Let's see. 4chan, nope, I'm done. Don't even get me started, says Starfell Opal. Sakib says, it's meh, like having to see the worst truths of a blossoming series come to light and become common. I'm guessing you're talking about Assassin's Creed. JaxX says, do you like 100 Jex? Gecs?
I
What's
have
that?
heard the name before, but I don't remember anything about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So
It's a YouTube channel, I think.
Oh. The YouTube channels I actually watch are very limited. Yeah, never heard of it. Sakib says, I think the debate I look for are records of it, not the progression of it. I don't think I fully understand.
Looking at debate that has already happened, not looking to have debate yourself. I guess?
I can see it, but it's also like, I don't know, it's very hard to, you know, it's very hard to passively engage in a debate where you're not really investigating any of the rhetoric being used. So I don't know.
The theory of chans is better than the practice of chans, especially now.
Yeah, it very much seems like that. Like, 4chan seems like a place that I might-ish be into, like, at least in a Reddit sense, where it's like, go onto, like, the specific boards that I like, if it weren't for, like, how people actually use it.
Every board is basically its own universe, though, and they don't talk to each other.
Yeah. I just don't.
Like subreddits, actually.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like I'm just at the point where it's like I don't care to look for them. Look for the ones that I'd like. I mean, Trinket Treasure Mage says I can't even talk about The Simpsons on 4chans without fucktards spamming Sneed memes. Sneed.
You don't know what that means?
Me neither. I don't watch The Simpsons. Sakib says, do you play fighting games? I don't. Tarbuck does.
I do.
The only fighting game I ever really liked playing was Overwatch, and Activision Blizzard is evil.
That's a first-person shooter. Fighting games
Oh.
are like Street Fighter.
It's a fighting game. You fight. You fight people,
Is this a fighting game?
isn't it? No, you're right. You're right. Akib says Treasure Mage says to Akib, I used to play fighting games. Cammy, Talib, I don't know those names.
Here, let me see.
I think they're names of characters for fighting
Cammy,
games.
Talam, Kaikiske. Okay, yeah. Alright, that paints a pretty solid picture of you as a person. Yeah, I totally get that.
Says nothing to me.
Legs.
I mean, we all have them, as far as I know. Well, not all. I lie.
By majority.
Okay, let me see.
Do you know that the average person on Earth has very slightly less than one boob? Get it? Because, like, you're not just gonna get an implant that's one boob, so there must be a pair unless you get one removed.
What?
And then,
I don't even understand the premise.
like... Alright, so if you're averaging boob havers and not boob havers, and there's an exactly equal number of both of them, then there would be then the average person has one boob.
Okay.
But some people will have to get rid of theirs for cancer reasons, etc. But you're not just going to get an implant of a single boob. So then the actual average must be slightly less than one boob.
Why? Why did this come up? What?
I don't know, man. My mind is a mysterious place of random connections.
Okay. What?
That's not even my joke either. Like I heard that somewhere and I don't remember where.
Treasure Mage says regarding your assessment of their choices for fighting games, says, yeah, Tarbert gets it. When I said I used to play them, I meant when I was a very horny teenager.
Yep.
Sakib says, I thought you were talking about man boobs and female boobs and how man boobs can occur on one chest.
Oh, that's interesting. That throws it off.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All right, but fewer than every AMAB will have a single boob. But is that comparable to the number of people that get a single boob removed? I don't know.
Well, in America, it might be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Why are we even talking about this? Like, it's a funny line of discussion, but why are we talking about this? Sakib also says, depends on healthcare.
Yeah.
Depends on healthcare and if the government guidance for food isn't paid by the sugar industry. Paid for and owned. Oh my gosh, Scooter just decided, okay, no one's no one's sitting in a way that I like, so I'm just gonna go back to bed. She's so cute. Thank you for joining me on Scooter Corner, but I have to just gush about my cat. She's a real cat. She's not been feeling very well lately, and it makes me sad because I don't know what to do for her. Like she just got over a cold, and now she's hacking up stuff and having really smelly poops. So TMI about my cat, but yeah. Everybody wants to be a cat.
I love that song.
Yeah, if only it wasn't racist.
Yeah. It like there's a couple bits of that song that are just like breathtakingly racist. Like, what the fuck, guys?
Yep. It was the 60s.
They did know better. They just chose not to.
Like, yeah, it was like during the civil rights movement. It was after this, like, 64 and all that. Like, but nope. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Starfall Opal says, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I heard from work. I understand that. No, harsh. Yeah. Go ahead and get some rest. I know, like, I'm feeling tired because I didn't get very much sleep last night, and I was also worn out from work today, but here I am, trying to entertain the masses. Let's see. Sakib says, Jam and Dizzy are legs, though, not Kai. I don't know.
Yeah, Kai breaks the pattern. Kai is like a very femme dude who becomes Pope Emperor of the Earth.
Okay.
It's complicated. Watch the Tom lecture on the Guilty Gear franchise.
No, I did watch it, and I did not understand a word of it.
That's understandable. I've played a couple of those games, so I have pre-existing context.
You know what people should watch? The Tom Animorphs lecture. That is really good and a compelling
really
lecture. Like, if you have any interest in Animorphs or, like, want to relive your childhood and just hear how crazy the books were, you should watch Tom Oliver's PCP University lecture.
Yeah.
It's great.
That is good stuff.
Let's see. Gibson says, you're asking the Mouse House for actual morality. That's a tall order, folks. Sure is. Sakib says, pretty boy, Wooly does it better.
Wooly's a YouTuber.
What does Wooly do? YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh. Cool. You know who's someone that I've been looking into? Oh God, I need to look her up because I've been getting into her videos lately and I like them. I want to plug her videos to the small audience who knows nothing of my watch habits, but I cannot. I don't know the name. I think it's Khadijah something.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I recently watched her video about digital blackface. Mm-hmm. I don't fully understand it, but it's something that I want to learn more about. And then also, like, how the Kardashians and other influencers co-op black culture and basically treat it as though they invented it. That's a bad look. Mm-hmm. Well, more than a bad look, but yeah, Khadijah's something. Oh, apparently Wooly did a Guilty Gear summarization.
It wasn't as good. I remember Tom talking about it.
Shots fired. Are we a Wooly takedown channel now?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, I haven't had beef with Lily in a while, so I need to pick a new rival enemy. Man, I hate to be that guy, but also fuck Lily Orchard.
Yeah.
Like, every time I remember that she exists, like, and is, like, publicly being an asshole, I just can't help but just hate on her.
Alright. Upgrade one of my... no. Do I want to... Oh, I can't buy health because I'm already set on health. Alright. Aphrodite it is. Bam.
Oh. Hi, Aphrodite. Okay. Cool.
Her stuff is just the best. I love it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, stop it. I can't stop burping. No. Apparently, he did not complete the entire series, Wooly.
That's part of the problem.
Oh, really?
Whereas Tom was... He played the pachinko game to get some of the lore.
Wow, that's dedication.
Because there's lore that is exclusive to the pachinko game.
How do you even play pachinko?
You put balls in the top of a thing and then it like bounces around.
How
pegs
is
at
there
random.
lore in that kind of game?
Because there's a screen that tells you lore.
Oh?
Yep. There's a screen that shows like animations as you win and stuff.
Oh? Is that how they have like pachinko games of like Castlevania and stuff?
Yep.
See, because I always thought of it as like
Oh, the Castlevania ones are extra a scam because they're not even real pachinko. It's digital.
Oh, that's even better.
That means that they're just choosing things to happen to you.
Yeah, like there's really no luck factor to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like whatever the computer wants you to do. That's terrible. Ah, I hate it. Tira Ellerby, hello. I don't recognize you. Are you gonna do Degrassi vids? At some point. I'm still trying to get myself to make a video in the first place. I don't know what's wrong with me. I literally don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't want to. I just don't know what's wrong with me. That's all I can say. I need therapy, I guess. But if you want to talk to me about Degrassi, like write me out, like ask me questions. Yeah, I'll talk Degrassi stuff. I'm game. And I'm gay. Treasure says, I'm so happy that I don't pay enough attention to mainstream popular culture to even know what the Kardashians look like. From everything I heard about them, they're the worst.
Are they still relevant?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about them in a while.
Yeah, they are still relevant. I guess they're relevant enough that their TV show's finally ending. And I didn't know it was even still going. Like, I think it was just ending, like, last year. I think that's when the video was made. I don't know, but... Yeah, they are semi-relevant. I think I know what Kim looks like just because I've seen a couple pictures of her with Kanye. I might be able to pick Kylie out from a lineup, but I have no idea who the fuck anyone else is. Are there other Kardashians? I think there are. Don't ask me if there is, though, because I don't know.
I mixed them up with, like, the Jenners. Like, I was trying to say, like, wait, is Kylie a Kardashian? Is there a Kylie? No, that's
there. Isn't there?
Maybe?
I'm pretty sure there was a Kylie.
Whatever.
See, my mind was like, I think there's a Kylie somewhere, and then I thought about it and it's like, I knew a Kylie growing up. That's the extent. Wait, wasn't there a Kylie Jenner or Kylie Jenner Kardashian who was in that stupid Pepsi commercial?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Whatever,
yeah.
I guess.
I know it wasn't Kim. That's all I know. Who cares? Let's see. Sakib says the Woolly Guilty Gear thing is more well put together.
I mean, I'm sure it's presented better because it probably has better editing. The lectures are not exactly famous for their editing.
No, not really. Like, there's a couple of them that do decent editing, but it's just more like a guy stands up and talks about something.
Mm-hmm.
Pinball. Well, no, because Pinball is a skill-based game. Pachinko is Japanese slot machines.
I mean, there's been lots of investigations into bullshit with pinball games as well. Like, there's plenty of pinball machines you can make that are just like cheat.
Yeah. Did you know pinball was banned until like the 60s or 70s?
Really?
Yeah, like it was I don't know, some religious evil or like related to gangs and stuff.
How?
I don't know. But the reason why pinball got suddenly huge in like the 70s was because like they're like, you know, maybe pinball's not evil. Let's see.
That one kid, I guess, he sure plays a mean pinball.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. I grew up on that album. I would know it. He's a pinball wizard. Let's see. Gibson says, Tommy! Yeah, Gibson knows what I'm about. There's certain songs from that album that I just cannot listen to for various reasons, but for the most part, I quite enjoy it. I think Amazing Journey is one of my favorite songs from that entire album. Uncle Ernie singing Tommy's Holiday Camp will always hold a special place in my heart. Just because of the voice. I don't know who sings that one, but the voice that whoever sings it on the concept albums does it. One of these days, I need to rewatch Tommy the movie. Like, I don't think I'm going to like it, but I want to just rewatch it just cause. Like, I saw it once as a kid, and I was like, no, this is dumb. But kept listening to the album. Okay, let's see. Sakif says, you seem to need a detox scenario. I'm not sure what that was in reference to anymore. Oops. That's so hard with keeping up with these, because we just, like, get talking and then, like, people respond, but we don't read it in time to know what they mean. Thematic slot machines. They did it with D&D. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, between JCS stints, Ted Neely was in the original LA cast of Tommy in lead role in the 70s. Yes, I remember that. Like, I remember in the commentary, Ted Neely. Okay, for some reason I was just forgetting his name. He was saying that you know, he was playing Tommy, and so he had shaved his face, and you know, he had such a baby face. But then he like hunt down the like a director, Norm Jewison, and he put on like this fake beard to look more like Jesus. Because, you know, Jesus isn't ever depicted as having a baby face like that.
I kind of object to the term baby face.
Why is that?
Like, I think of it as not just being clean shaven, but like having like the puffy cheeks and the baby chin. You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it. That makes sense.
Oh, hey, this is new. A Poseidon and Zeus team up room.
Oh,
That'll be a trick.
Cool. Take the road less traveled.
If you have the power of two different gods and then you choose one of them when presented with the option, the other one will get mad and try and kill you. And then if you beat the room, then they're like, well, all right, I can't be mad at such a valiant hero. Here's my gift as well.
That sounds like all of like Greek mythology.
It is so Greek.
I love it. Okay, Jaxx says, despite the constant negative press, Covfefe, Covfefe.
Covfefe.
What's that?
It's some typo that Trump made really early into his presidency. It was a typo, but the myth that was going around that was, it was like Russian for thank you or something like that. Which
I
like
do vaguely remember this, but I also don't really remember.
yeah, not speaking Russian. I just believed that until somebody told me otherwise.
See, I don't think I ever believed that. I thought it was just like, ha, funny, people can't type. Sakib says, move away from content creation to go to a calming location and work out on your schedule at an easy pace. That was the goal. Oh, I just need to take a break from YouTube. Oh, well, I'll YouTube again after I get this new job that's not make me want to kill myself. And now it's like, I've got this new job. I've got usually 3 days off in a week. What's my problem? I don't know. So it's like, I don't know, like, the only thing I really want to do these days is play video games and maybe sometimes work on, the short story that I just started. I don't know how to fix me. Like, part of me wonders if it's a thing that I can only achieve if I like go to therapy. Like, maybe that's what I really need, because like I'm kind of at the point where it's like all these things have just built up in my head to where I don't even have to think about them, but they're still affecting me in some way. But then it's also like, I don't know, do I want to keep doing YouTube? I think I do, but I don't know. Like, I was thinking about it today. Like, what are my ideas for videos? I mean, I didn't write them down when I had them, but I guess it's like I am having a crisis of wants right now, I guess. I don't know. I guess I gotta figure it out. I think, though, at this point, it's basically like taking a break from YouTube isn't necessarily, it's not helping.
Gotcha.
Because the longer...
Okay, I've been kind of wondering about that.
Like, the longer I go, the more anxious I feel about having not gotten back onto it, but I also just don't have the drive to get onto it. So, I don't know. There's something wrong with me. Gibson says, incidentally, Ted went on to arrange Tina Turner's vocals on Acid Queen. Oh my god, really? That's so cool. Sakib says, I do not believe content creators need a complete removal from work, just a space to control their work without fear. Settle son, do you have motivation when you have a plan? Not really. Like, anything productive, it feels like I'm forcing myself to be productive. Like, how do I explain this? It's like, I'm not always being productive because I want to. It's because I want to have been productive. I want to have done the thing. Like, I want to have done these actions to have this video. Like, basically what I want is, I just want to have videos that I made. I don't want to go through the process of writing and having ideas for it and having to film and edit them. It's just like...
You want it in the past tense.
Yeah, and I think that's basically all that I want for my creative processes, that I don't feel like an immediate spark of I often don't get the immediate spark of like inspiration. I have to be in a very certain mood for that, and you can't really run a YouTube channel or a career at all on that. Like, you have to just do it.
Well, the thing that Beatrice the Golden Witch said from many, many years ago is, if you have to be in a particular mood, next time you're in that mood, feel what it feels like, and then try to figure out how to put yourself in that mood.
Yeah, and like, I don't really know how to get into the mood to make videos, because I don't really have a mood for that. I really don't. Like, I can figure out a mood for, like, writing my short story or poetry. If I want to write my short story, consume Anne Rice vampire stuff. If I want to write poetry, like, fill my head with poems. But I don't have that for videos. I don't watch other people's video essays and think, man, I really have to make a video. It's just more like, man, I remember when I used to make videos. That it'd be nice to do that again. Sort of in that weird way of what, like, where kind of like that sort of sentiment where it's like, I want to be a painter, but I never want to paint.
Gotcha.
I guess. Gibson's... Or, here. Skeep says, do you feel rewarded for your work then? I get the feeling it's the fear of lack of reward for your work. I mean, I don't fully feel rewarded. The YouTube algorithm doesn't typically value me, but I do feel a little bit rewarded by, like, I love people interacting with my videos, leaving comments. I love people finding out, like, watching my videos and then showing up to these live streams. I've had a couple people patron me. There's one guy, Jacob Elo, who's been
infinitely patient.
Yeah, infinitely patient. Like, oh my god, I owe him so much right now. Like, I don't think it's really a thing of reward, because it's not an external reward I'm looking for. It's like something internal. Something to internally drive me to want to do it, other than I just want to be a video creator. Like, I guess I kind of just want to be past the grinding, I guess, by now, and just make whatever I want. But also, like, what do I want to make? I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything. Let's see. Gibson says, have you considered that maybe you're still thinking of YouTube as an outlet when you're actually over it now? Because, I mean, games and stories are what motivate you right now. Maybe you're done. I'm afraid of that. I don't want that to be true. I really don't, because...
Why afraid specifically?
I guess because then I'm going to be at a loss for what I am and what I want to do.
You've used it as a big part of your... Like, the goal of YouTube is a big part of your life.
Yeah, because then it's like, well, okay, now I'm not a YouTuber. What am I? Like, what other avenues do I have to obtain what I really want, which is a work from home type position where I don't really have, like, where I'm also kind of like my own boss and I don't have to use someone else's set schedule. There's not a lot of things that really allow that sort of stuff. And the careers that do allow that kind of thing, you have to be really fucking good at it. Like, it'd be great if, like, you know, I could just be a short story writer, but I don't think I have enough in me to really do that. And I also don't want to, you know, get the delusion that I am good enough for it in the first place. There's still videos that I want to make. Like, I want to finish my Degrassi retrospective. I want to talk more about musicals. But if I want to do that, why don't I have the drive to just sit down and write the fucking scripts then? I don't know. Let's see. Sakib says, because your talk of games makes me think of wanting a settled reward system. For me, it's motivation. Yeah, I don't think it's really what do you call it? An external reward system that I'm really looking forward to. Or looking for. Because there have been people, like, in this chat alone who've been like, hey, when are you going to go back to making videos? Like, you know, I know people care, but it's like, I can't seem to care about that. Like, it's like, yeah, I want to make videos for them, but it just doesn't motivate me. Gibson says maybe you'll come back to it more than streaming gameplay, or maybe not. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now, just trying to take a break and see, like, you know, try to ease myself back into it, but it's not really working. That's why I'm thinking, like, maybe if I fix my other issues, maybe then I'll want to do it.
Yeah, like maybe not wanting to do video production is downstream of some other pressure in your life.
Yeah, like, because I already know my quality of life is not as good as it could be. because of all the stuff going on in my head that I've not dealt with over the past 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to really say, like, what the effects of with it will be, because all I know is how I am as I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you seem to be able to do these streams of Tarbuck with a little trouble. Maybe the answer is you don't do usual YouTube alone anymore. Maybe it's moving towards a panel or podcast type of thing. I would love to do a podcast with someone. I need to find the right person to do a podcast with, because I think that would be my ideal format in a lot of ways. Like, I do genuinely like my videos. Like, for the most part, I think I make good videos, and I want to keep making good videos. But I also think an untapped strength of mine is being able to talk about things that I like, and like being able to somewhat explain them. Like, part of the reason why I like doing these streams is that, well, usually I'm a lot less sober, and, you know, I find myself more fun, and like, the point of these streams is to be more entertaining than talky. But, like, like, Tarbuck and I do have a podcast called The Arch Plays, where we do talk about topics, and I would love to have something like that with another person, like, that is just about musicals or Degrassi or something of that nature, where I feel like I'm not, I guess, having to play catch up on whatever information's going on, or whatever discussion's going on. I am talking way more than I ever do, and I'm barely drinking my drink. What is wrong with me? Tarbuck, we cannot play this game anymore on stream. Like, this is going to be the only day we do this.
All right, so in the future, for all future streams, then it's got to be you who plays the game.
I think so, because, like,
you don't like the amount of talking that you're doing?
I don't like the amount of talking that I'm doing. Like, I'm not getting drunk, or I'm not getting buzzed or tipsy. Like, I'm just talking, and you're just playing the game, and it's like, I don't know, I'm not finding this fun.
Do you feel like I'm just playing the game? Is it
kind of?
Is it just okay? Well, I'm actually gonna take maybe Hades is a game that I can't play on stream. I bet I would be able to play, like, that other game that we play on recordings in conversation all the time. You know, the Zelda one.
Oh, I don't.
Hyrule Warriors. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I don't actually have to pay attention to it. I can just hit buttons and dodge around.
Yeah, I guess I'm also concerned that, like, one of the reasons why I like being the one playing the games, because, like, I don't know, I at least find my antics funny sometimes.
I do too.
Right.
It was just a thought of trying this out the one time. But
yeah.
This format doesn't have to stick around.
It was a good experiment. I'm not into it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Cool. Let's see. Because you talked earlier about how the game was taking him out of conversation. You need energy to play off of. Maybe you need a partner in the picture. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, definitely. Like, I do, for $5 patrons, I do have a podcast where I talk about what's been going on lately. Like, and I do like that kind of format for me alone. But I definitely know, like, I need someone else to podcast with if I was going to podcast. And I do like having someone else to bounce off of, because I think I'm more fun when I have another personality that, you know, is compatible to mine, with similar senses of humor. Let's see. Skip says, the idea of anticipation motivates, but also pacifies. It's like the smell of food that makes you think you can eat. You won't feel full till you actually eat. I don't think I understand fully.
Ask me the question.
The idea of anticipation motivates, but also pacifies. It's like the smell of food that makes you think you can eat. That you can't eat. You won't feel full till you actually eat.
Maybe I'm just out of it from sleep deprivation, but I lost the plot on that.
I think I am too. Treasure Mate says, I still think you're kind of blessed for finding a group of buddies you can do cool shit like this with. Yeah, I am also blessed. I wish, like, I didn't just have you to do cool stuff with. Like, I wish, like, I could do stuff with Mask, although I don't know what stuff with Mask and me would look like.
Yeah.
I mean, other than, you know, the videos that Mask has appeared in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to do another Mask crossover.
Yeah, maybe that's what needs to happen in order to get you to make videos again.
Get
Is like
Mask involved.
I mean, both of you aren't making videos right now, so maybe
okay,
put the two of you
fair,
together.
To be fair, Mask has been on a hiatus much longer than me.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Okay.
Look at this tsundere right here. Whatever, like, he asks, what are you drinking? And she's like, whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
She's not for me.
You gotta hear her voice.
Nah.
I like her. I don't like her as much as I like Dusa, but yeah.
No. Sakib says, it's me, forget it, I talk nonsense. That's okay. It's hard to speak in a way where you're understood. Like, I only sometimes do it. Also, if you do bring in a partner on your regular YouTube content, you can throw some of the painful grunt work onto them. Bring you up to focus on the more enjoyable stuff about the creative process. Yeah, I've thought about doing that kind of thing. I kept saying once upon a time that when I got big enough, I want to find someone with my sense of humor to do my editing, because I just don't want to edit. Like, I just want to record it and have it done. Excuse me. That's Dusa?
Yeah, that's Dusa.
Yeah, no thanks. Disagree. Hard disagree. Alright, well, it's just about 9 o'clock. I didn't go to bed until, like, 11:30 last night, and I had to wake up at 7:30, so I think it's probably about time to call it.
It saves when I walk into the next room, so I'll just do that, and then we can stop.
Alright, we'll finish off the chat then. I was talking from how the evidence of your audience responding is, like, having the idea of food ready to eat.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I think I can kind of understand that. I don't know. It's definitely not motivating me, like, enough, obviously, to where I actually make videos. Like, it's hard. I don't know. I didn't mean for it to turn into the listen to Vamp complain about their privileged life and having an audience to, listen to them complain.
A bunch of people who wish they were in your position?
Yeah. A bunch of people who wishes they're in my position, or, that I would, just create a video for them. It pacifies you. Oh, like, knowing people want me to make a video. Taylor says Degrassi. Hello, Taylor. Welcome. Wait, no, I have seen you here before. What about Degrassi? If you have a question about Degrassi, just tell me.
Just finish your drink and go to bed. It's okay. We still like you.
Thanks. At this rate, I've got enough drink in here that I think I might end up dumping it out unless, we get talking about Degrassi or something else where we just sit here and watch the screen for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, I could talk about Degrassi all night.
You could.
Well, hey, wait.
You have done.
Leave it on the chat just in case.
Oh, I was just gonna, tidy things up.
I already closed my phone out.
Oh, right. Yeah, you won't be able to... Okay.
Yeah, I mean, unless we get back into it.
Okay.
Whatever it takes, I know you can make it through. If I hold out, I know I can make it through. Be the best that I can be. Whatever it takes, I know I can make it. I can make it. I can make it through. Ooh. Ooh. Sup, it's Zev. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
No personal grievance or demand, but try to detox and sit down to get ready for your creative process in your free time. Yeah, I want to try that. Like I've been trying to do that. I don't know what I need to detox at this point, but I'm trying. Taylor says, "Do you sing?" Oh, do I sing? Oh, that's a barrel of monkeys.
Do they ever?
Do I ever? Oh, Zev has news. What is news?
Yeah, share your news.
Have you heard the news? Yeah, I do. Yeah, Taylor, I do sing. I got broken up with. 2.5 years over.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks. Well, hey, at least you, I guess at least, well, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. You know now that this relationship wasn't going to work, so now you can move on to the better person. Like, one of my favorite lines from Persepolis is that the first marriage is just practice for the next one. Like, and I take that, I apply that to even dating relationships. Like, failed, like, quote unquote failed dating relationships are just practice for the real thing. One of the things that I also heard for like relationships and breakup is to, now that you're broken up, do 5 things that you weren't able to do in your previous relationship. Like, that definitely helps. If Rick never hit Terry, would Spinner have still married Emma? Give me a second. Let me think about this.
This is, like, I personally get tired of Rick focus.
No, I don't think he would have.
I think this is the most interesting question that is related to that.
I love this question so much. Thank you, Treasure Mage. I don't think Spinner would have married Emma because I don't think Spinner would have, like, the whole Rick thing really kicked off Spinner's emotional growth, like, immaturity. I don't know what else would have done that. Like, I'm sure other things might have, but I don't know if he would have been as good of a person as he was by the time he married Emma. So, Rick is the problem here, again. Well, shit, sorry, Zev. FWIW.
For what it's worth.
Oh, I have some Jell-O shot recipes if you want to get rid of the pain in a fun, colorful way that obliterates your memory. Cool. I want to try some Jell-O shots. That'd be yummy. Bruce Badiri says, "Hey everyone, hey, welcome. We might be wrapping up unless people want to talk about Degrassi or I don't know if they want to sit through me singing. Let's see. 2.5 years of practice for your next better one. Exactly, yeah. It wasn't time wasted. Like, it's time growing, you know? Slurp. Yum. Thanks for the Jell-O. I love Jell-O. Imagine having no gender and no sexuality. Imagine being a nobody. That's me. Yeah. I mean, I have a sexuality. It's being a gender or I think I'm firmly biromantic. Agender. Like, I wish I was pan-romantic, but nah, I think I'm just bi. Let's see.
Well, like I always say, the 2 genders are me and not me.
Fair. Let's see. Fuck. I just sleep and tend to forget easily in sleep. That's what I tend to do too, but unfortunately, that isn't always true for me. That used to be my go-to for how to deal with stuff. Just sleep and I'll suddenly be better. But too many years of doing that, and here I am. Which Degrassi theme song is the best? I will always have, like, I think the season 10 and, like, season 12, no, season 10 and, like, the season, like, 8 and 9 theme songs are the best. I just prefer those, and I like both the girl and guy singing it. Those will always have a special place in my heart, I think. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm starting my own podcast. It's devoted to the vampire musical, I'm not gonna lie. It explores how European success can become an American disaster. Beautiful. Name is A Good Nightmare Comes So Rarely. Look out for it, folks. Nice. If I knew
Very
more
cool.
about it, I might talk, like, I might be like, hey, I want to be on to talk vampires, but it's not just about vampires, so fuck. Let's see. Yeah, I don't care about Rick questions so much. I care about the wild what if hypotheticals. Yeah, I can see that. I tend not to really care for the what if hypotheticals because a lot of people like ask the same hypotheticals or hypotheticals I'm just not interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a really, really good one. I adore that. I like the season 3 theme song. Season 3. How is that? I think I just don't remember it very well because I don't really remember how different it is from seasons 1 and 2. Let's see. Have you watched Degrassi Junior High? Oh boy, have I ever. I actually have a couple videos retrospecting Degrassi Junior High seasons 1 and 2. Junior High is really good. I really like it. It definitely gives me a lot more context into Degrassi High, which I watched in high school just alone because it's like, I like Degrassi, let's look for Degrassi at my library. Oh, they only have Degrassi High. What's this?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine high school me coming in on Erica going to have an abortion. It's like, who are these people and why do they seem to already have stories?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yes, season 10. Faust from Guilty Gear sounds like he would be in a musical.
I can see it.
Leo Whitefang in opera. This is another random question, but favorite freeze frame from Degrassi? I don't remember the freeze frames very well, unfortunately, so no answer.
When we were doing the retrospective, like the watch through for the retrospective, a lot of the times we would pause to talk about something and hang on an image and it would get funnier and funnier as time went on. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. Actually, part of it will involve general vampire lore. Kim Newman, Anno Dracula, will be one of the interview subjects. Oh, cool! Well, if you want to know a little bit about Anne Rice vampires, I can tell you a little bit about it, because I'm like 5 books in. Does that mean you don't feel pressured by society's gender expectations? Always. Nice. Not so. Mine's when Rick looked straight at the camera. I don't remember that. This chart reminds me of how much I skipped over when Nick was removed in my country. Yeah. Yeah, you should really watch all of Degrassi. It is genuinely good.
If you come to our Discord server, we can help you out with that.
I mean, yeah, if you come to our Discord server, there is a channel for me-related stuff. And right now there's a pretty robust discussion of Degrassi going on, as a couple people watch through the series for the second time, and at least one person's about to get into areas where they're seeing it just for the first time. Skeep says, I just heard about Degrassi. Oh, okay, well you've got many seasons of content if you want to get into it.
There's so much.
I did make a video about where to start watching Degrassi.
The answer is torrents.
No, not literally where to watch it, but like where to start watching Degrassi if you don't want to start from the very beginning in the 80s. There's a couple places where you can kind of jump in. You will get a little lock, but yeah.
Is there a clock in the background? Yes.
Fuck!
It isn't. It is the loudest clock.
It is.
I kind of think we should have that in a different room when we move next.
Sad. But I understand. I imagine that would be like a kitchen clock or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see. Still need to watch season 14. In my opinion, season 14 is better than season 13. So if you got through season 13, you'll be fine. Hey, Jay and Silent Bob go Canadian, eh? I don't like those episodes. I don't. There's incidental, like, the guy who plays Jay,
Jason Mewes.
No, wait. Yeah, in the movie that they're making at Degrassi, Jason Mewes is hitting on a high schooler. So that's, or like the character of Jay's hitting on a high schooler, so that's not cool. And I think Jason Mewes might be slightly hitting on like a high schooler too, but I don't remember. And then I'm always going to hate those episodes because the way they broke up Joey and Caitlyn is fucking bullshit. Okay, I am legit upset about this because Joey and Caitlyn, okay, they went through so fucking much to get back together the way they were. Okay, they're adults now. They're mature. They've gotten over the high school bullshit and the fucking Tessa Campanelli stuff. Now they're happy together. Oh wait, but now they're fighting? What? When did that happen? No. Fuck that bullshit. No. Joey and Caitlyn forever. I was robbed. Literally. Me. I was robbed. Seeing Mr. Simpson as a kid before he's put together would be a trip for me. Oh, you have to watch Degrassi High and Junior High. Mr. Simpson's so interesting as a kid. Like,
yeah, I like him.
You can see how he grows into being the Mr. Simpson we all love, but it's so interesting.
I have watched no more of anything since the last time that we talked about it.
Yeah, I think we might as well just like keep going because right now you are at season 2 right now. Mm-hmm. And I think
Well, remember I said I will keep watching Degrassi when you make your next retrospective.
Yeah, who knows when that's gonna be. Let's see. Like any big thing, I suppose. Got into Star Trek recently. Okay, I never really got into Star Trek, but I hear it's good. I'm a big fan of Warhammer 40k. Never got into that one either. Have you finished? Okay. Yeah, Tarbuck is still on season 2. Tarbuck, maybe water down her drink. She's a little bit getting ornery. No, like, I was going up for it a little bit, talking about Joey and Caitlyn, just because, like, where else am I going to talk about it other than in a video? But am I going to make a video about it? I don't know, maybe. It's just, like, I have so much passion over this one thing with the Jay and Silent Bob thing. Like, Joey and Caitlyn. Like, I never supported them as a couple up until, then, and, it's just fucking bullshit. Yeah, there's literally no reason for Joey and Caitlyn to break up, except for drama. We love drama. God. I swear, the season 4 finale is, like, the precursor for things to come in season 5. Ugh. Bad. Do you think they could have done better with the transgender topic? Like, Adam was a mess. My body is a cage, okay, but everything else. I guess I need to know more about, like, why people take issue with Adam's storyline. It comes off as fine to me, especially, like, considering where the trans discussion and understanding was by, 2010 when it came out.
Mm-hmm. That was towards the beginning of trans discourse.
Like, it was definitely on the forefront of, like, basically talking about trans people in public. Mm-hmm. Like, when Adam was on TV was, like, one of the first times that I heard of being trans at all. I So, I guess even watching it now, there's not very much that I have issue with Adam. Like, and that's why I want to hear from other perspectives, like what they find wrong with Adam, like other than the usual. Oh, instead of killing Adam off, they should have had like they should have had a dude like step in for him, having gone on testosterone or something. If Jordan wanted to leave, they should have casted a trans man, and that I think I'm still okay with Jordan like a woman being cast to play Adam, because like the character of Adam is specifically a trans man very early on in his transition. I think it'd likely be rather dysphoria engaging to have to be pre-transition for so long for the sake of a TV show.
Yeah, because the thing that you're asking for is you are taking a trans man and you're making them prolong their transition for the purposes of television.
Yeah, and that's a little bit cruel. Like, okay, cool if you find someone who wants to do that, but not many people do.
And in particular, you're doing that to a minor. Where there's all kinds of like I can't imagine that there would be a minor out there who, as an adult looking back, would not think, man, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, because most people, like, wish they would be able to transition sooner. They don't wish they would have put it off, really. Like, yeah. I think what they need to do now, like, when Degrassi does come back, is have a trans character who is post, like, their second puberty. Who has, rounded the corner that Adam never got to round. It was funny that they acted like he passes just like that in school, and, like, did the students of Degrassi ever look at Adam? I honestly, I thought Jordan as Adam really did pass. Like, he just looked like a baby face boy.
That's what freshmen look like.
Yeah, well, like, that's what freshmen look like, but he just looked like a baby face teenage boy. Like, I thought he passed. I mean, then again, like, I don't know, like, my idea of gender is a little floppy. Like, I didn't really know if Mary Martin as Peter Pan was a woman or boy for a long time, but I thought he passed. And there's a lot of things that people, like, there's a certain threshold where you just pass when, if you go past that threshold. It doesn't have to, like, if it's under scrutiny, then it's like, oh, well, of course you wouldn't pass, but in a case where it's like someone's, like, glancing at you and they don't interact with you very much, then people don't care. The way Dave was acting over Adam existing is exactly how half my high school would have acted. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, and I don't know how my high school would have reacted, but probably similarly. I remember there was this person who I'm sure now was non-binary, or, like, at least gender fluid or something, but we didn't understand that at the time in, like, 2013. And so, like, when they were walking around with a flower in their hair, we just thought, oh, they just must be a trans woman then, because they're not performing masculinity like their birth assigned gender, so they must be a trans woman. And it's pretty sus that they don't want to commit to it. And, like, I don't know where I was going with that.
Regrets of youth.
Yeah, regrets of youth. I also regret that I secretly doubted my best friend in high school who turned out to be trans, but there was a little bit more going on with that, involving dissociative identity disorder and stuff, so that's a little more complicated. But also, I do regret not knowing about transness, and, like, because I also I don't think I really watched too much of Adam's story, so I didn't really get much education from his story when it was airing, when I really could have used it. my middle school to my high school is fine. That's good. Yeah, Jordan's acting was phenomenal. I agree. I think Jordan did a wonderful job playing Adam. Playing someone who was born in a body that does not represent who they are. And that's part of the reason why I really can't have issue with Adam and Adam's story in Degrassi. It's very well done. Yeah, it's not like the experience of every trans person, partially because, Degrassi can't really encompass every single trans person or like every single bit of a type of character in every character. I mean, that's why they keep coming back to storylines like pregnancy and abortion and, a lot... why they keep coming back to storylines in general. People are all like, oh, they're out of ideas, so they gotta make another person pregnant. No, it's that people deal with things differently. Like, one size does not fit all. Like, there's so many different layers and spins to things that they can't encompass in just one character. Otherwise, they don't end up being a person at all. It just becomes the topic episode. And no one likes topic episodes. Degrassi as a whole is the topic episode. So it'd be wrong to have that, like, oh, this is the token, like, gay character. And so they have to embody every single gay stereotype and, like, experience. At that point, they're just not a person anymore. Okay. My throat is starting to really hurt. I'm also not very buzzed. Like, I feel it a little in my head, but I definitely have to go up for anything, like, to be fun. And I'm almost out of drink. And it's almost like 9:30, so I think it's time for me to say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, adieu, adieu. Ugh! Stop burping! Stupid body!
Having a body is the worst.
It is. When are we gonna be post-body?
Post-body.
I want to upload my consciousness into a body that I can mold at my will yesterday. Or someone making me into a vampire. The offer's still on the table. Good night, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a good one. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.